Yo, what is up, everybody? It is your boy Nikolai Capone, and today we're talking about a more serious topic. We're talking about CoryxKenshin and the whole YouTube drama that's going on. Now, I'm looking at this video, and you can see that they put it #1 on trending, which means more than likely they fucked up. More than likely, they realized they had a fucking mistake. I know YouTube does a lot of bullshit behind the scenes, and I get tired of what YouTube does, and they immediately flag me sometimes on the podcast that I do with a bunch of my co-hosts. Risey K knows of CoryxKenshin and vice versa. He's one of my co-hosts on the podcast, and I always like to support other creators that are going through some kind of scrutiny. Yo, let's check it out.
I'm going to try my best to articulate this video as thoroughly, as plainly, as eloquently as possible. I don't want there to be any lost context. I don't want to just look like I'm coming out of nowhere, having a temper tantrum because these things are happening. The allegations I am levying towards YouTube are extremely serious, and I'm taking this video extremely seriously.
Good shit, man, because there's been a lot of bullshit between deplatforming people and just all types of shit.
YouTube, you guys either play favorites.
Yep.
You are racist, or it's a mix of the two.
I think it's a mix of the two, personally. I really do.
These are the three options, YouTube. Which one is it? Here's my proof. I've been doing YouTube a long time, okay? I never want to be that guy, oh, it's because I'm black. Oh, these issues are happening because I'm black. There have been certain situations that I looked at kind of funny. I said, it could be because of that, but nah, I'm not trying to press that. I don't want to build that narrative around my YouTube channel.
And I completely agree, because when you start building that narrative and then there's nothing there, it makes you look extremely bad in front of your audience. So I definitely understand the hesitation for sure.
This time, I can no longer let it slide. This is the situation. August 18th, I uploaded The Mortuary Assistant.
I'm playing that game, by the way, chat. I'm playing that game. So hold on. Like, I'll be back on that game, but I understand. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going.
A lot of you would know it got age restricted because the following video I did, I let you guys know it got age restricted. YouTube didn't tell me why. I saw that all these other YouTubers were playing The Mortuary Assistant, and only my video seemed to be age restricted. And I looked for like an hour, 2 hours. I was scrolling all different types of people's video. No one else's was age restricted. So I appealed the restriction. Hey guys, I'm not sure why mine got age restricted. Could you look into this? Appeal rejected.
Okay, so I want to go ahead and like read this clearly so there's like an understanding, but like that way it's not skipped on or anything like that. So it was saying the age restriction. We will continue to age restrict your content as we don't think it's suitable for younger audience. This means that it will not be visible to users who are logged out, are under 18 years of age, or have a restricted mode enabled. It also won't be eligible for ads. And they also did a manual reviewing with a human. That's very impactful to your audience, especially because you're losing a whole demographic right there. But the thing about it is, when you start seeing a bunch of age restrictions and stuff like that, I think it hurts your channel more.
Rejected. They doubled down.
I believe.
The policy team said, no, Cory, your video is restricted for good reason. We're not going to tell you why, but it's restricted. That's our final decision. I said, okay. I get with my YouTube rep. I send him an email. Hey, could you look at this? This is some weird stuff going on. Only my video got age restricted. My YouTube rep, who isn't on the policy team, he looked at my video and he said, hey, it could possibly be this part at the end where the woman was battling some depression, and I'm just gonna leave it there, lest this video also get age restricted just because I'm talking about it. So I looked at that part. The first thing I did was try to find other YouTubers who had that part, or at least a part similar. Now, Markiplier, I don't know if you'll ever see this, but I just...
And there's a lot of YouTubers that played that. If we go back, hold on, if we go back and we look through the people that were playing the game right here. If we look through the people that were playing the game, there's Markiplier, of course, like he said, Jacksepticeye, and then there's I guess this toxic girl lady, I don't know. But Jacksepticeye is a really huge YouTuber, and I imagine that his stuff wasn't age restricted at all. That goes to show you that there might be some favoritism. That's sad.
Or at least a part similar. Now, Markiplier, I don't know if you'll ever see this, But I just want you to know I have a lot of respect for you, and I didn't mean to drag you into the middle of this. Your channel just happens to be a great reference point because A, you're a really big YouTuber, and B, you're not black. So I can look at your channel, and then I can look at my channel or look at anyone else's channel and make sure that the things and the games that you play, that they're enforcing the rules equally to everybody. So I go to Markiplier's Mortuary Assistant Part 3, and he had the same situation going on, and his video wasn't age restricted. So
see, he caught him. He caught him right there, fucking slipping, tripping.
In the video to my YouTube rep, I say, hey, Markiplier has this situation in his video, but his isn't age restricted. Could you send that to the policy team and see what they say about that? He said,
and you got to remember, this is like millions upon millions of views that he gets on these videos, man. And that's literally just like completely deads the whole video that he works hours and hours on editing constantly. You got to think about that. There's time that's being put into these videos. So that it's like you're uploading for free at that point. And then you see all these other creators putting stuff down. It's like these motherfuckers are getting away with it.
Wow, Cory, that's some astute detective work. Let me send this to them and see what they say. What do you think happened after that? I'll give you a second. They came back and they removed my age restriction. They took it off.
So my lead was wrong. They are okay with that. Yeah, like I understand if it's like this has to be a whole thing. Like it can't just be one specific person, bro, that gets hit like that. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers.
After they already rejected my appeal, I sent them the clip of Markiplier's video that has the same thing, and they removed it. Now my YouTube rep, he was excited. He was, oh great, this is awesome. Look, Cory, they took the age restriction off. I said, why? I expected them to triple down and give Markiplier an age restriction too.
Yep, because that would only be fair. If you really think about it, that'd only be fair. They might as well go ahead and take all those motherfuckers down.
But they looked at Mark's video and they used that to verify my innocence. So I sent my YouTube rep a lengthy email.
This is actually pretty damning for them, and I'm inclined to believe racism and or favoritism plays a part in this. So correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the situation. YouTube reversed the decision they doubled down on yesterday after being presented by the Markiplier clip. I'm actually more surprised they reversed it rather than tripled down and just age restricted him too. This actually speaks volumes more. All the momentum of the first video has been voided for nothing now. Yep, because it fucks up your video. Before I drop an expose video tomorrow with the evidence that has been presented to me, I'm hoping for some clarity that might make sense and a way to dissuade me from getting ready to stir this pot further. Can you inquire that they also changed their mind and who made the decision to reinforce the age restriction yesterday, as well as their reasoning for doing so? Also, why these incidents always coincide with me trending #1 multiple days in a row? These motherfuckers. Hopefully it's in good faith rather than just them saying fuck him, you know what I mean? Like we're gonna just do it just to do it, to show them that we're gonna put him on trending #1. I'm hoping it's good faith. Anyway, has been negative, that my content is scrutinized heavier than a counterpart like Markiplier. This case proves exactly that, actually. Why wasn't his video monitored the moment he released it to check if it violated self-harm guidelines? I've had a suspicion my content gets targeted, suppressed, and YouTube will make any attempt that they can to kill channel momentum. In this case, more than anything that has happened so far proves that. While I hope race would have nothing to do with it, how can it be proven 100% it does not? Cory. Yeah, no, this is a very well written letter, and he definitely has an argument. He has an argument to put right there.
Detailing my feelings about the entire situation, feeling like there was some favoritism at play. There was either that or some racism at play, and that I would like to sit down with the policy team and figure out why my video was flagged in the first place. Actually, #1, was it automated or was it a human that age restricted in the first place?
What I think it is I think that there may be certain individuals. I mean, I could be wrong, of course. I don't know YouTube like that personally, but it could be multiple people looking at his channel more directly which is why there is that moment where there's trending and then other moments where you get the age restriction. You know what I mean? But anyway, let's continue.
Number 2, who was the human reviewer? Because it's a human reviewer.
It might be a legit one person that watches his content constantly and is like, okay, I'm a flag that. My bad. I was looking at that one. Anyway, I'm a flag that. You know what I mean?
Once you submit an appeal, who was the human reviewer that doubled down and rejected my appeal? Number 3, why did it take Markiplier's clip in order for them to reverse the decision?
Yeah, that's fucked because you're supposed to be going to bat for your creators that bring multi-millions to your platform. And instead, you're going against him where you should be trending this guy. You're over here age restricting his content, slowing down the momentum and basically putting hours upon hours of editing for nothing.
My YouTube rep gets back with me. He wants to hop on a call. We get on the phone for about 10, 15 minutes and I tell him, I've been feeling like this for a long time. I've been feeling like every single time that I come back to YouTube, I'm number 1 trending for a few days and then
when you kill a momentum like that, that's insane. That just shows that you're going against your creator.
Find some arbitrary issue. They nitpick and they try and find something that they can incriminate me for and try to push me down. You don't believe me? What happened the last time I came back and I was number 1 trending for like a week? They copyright struck me for a video that was in 2019 or something like that. Why don't these issues ever crop up when I'm not uploading? I mean, I'm not on YouTube like 9 months out of the year.
I don't know if that was a joke. I mean, it's true, but I don't know if he was just joking right there, but there is some truth in that. It is kind of weird because it's a matter of the timing more than anything. Like you have the whole year to go search through it. Is it because there's a popularity with the channel at that time and there's just somebody going through and like, I see this clip from 2018. Let's get this motherfucker right now. You know what I'm saying? That is kind of weird.
Nothing ever happens until I come back and I start uploading again and I'm getting my numbers, they're climbing, they're exploding, I'm number 1 trending, and then they're like, hey, we need to stop him. Yep. We need to, this black man, he's getting too many views, he's getting too much exposure, too much activity. Hold that thought. Let's get back to the current situation. So my YouTube rep...
and it is kind of weird. I'm sorry I'm pausing the video so much, but anyway, it is kind of weird. There's been a lot of issues with YouTube and, just people of color in general. Like, for example, there's people that I know that don't get their platinum plaques and stuff like that, or their 100K plaques or whatever. And they'll just be an issue with it. But some creators just get it like the next day type shit. You know what I mean? It's really weird. I'm not sending any false information. This is what I was told by the creators, and I'm not disclosing their names. I'm just saying. Assures
me he's going to continue this dialogue with the policy team and try to get some answers to those 3 questions that I had. So another day, another 2 days go by, and what do you know? They re-age restricted the video.
That's so weird.
They re-age restricted the video. I say, no way did they do that. I go to Markiplier's video now, and now his video is age restricted. They got caught with their pants down. They got called out. And then they had to go back and say, oh, whoa. Okay, we see the narrative that he's kind of pushing here. We need to take some steps back.
Because then the company is at fault here because it looks like they're racist. So they're just like, hold on, bro. Let's go ahead and just get all of these motherfuckers. So that way we don't have to deal with none of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
We need to just age restrict them both and be done with it. You thought that I wasn't going to talk about this, make a video about it. You realize how bad this looks for you, YouTube. You realize how unfair this comes across. I, in all my years, have never seen a video get age restricted, de-age restricted, and then age restricted again. Have any of you ever seen that happen before?
Nope.
They saw that I saw that there was some unfair stuff going on. So then they tried to appease me by de-age restricting the video. I say, wait, why are you doing that? Because I sent Markiplier's clip. And then they say, oh, okay, well, let's just age restrict them both. Why is my channel so much more heavily scrutinized than my peers? My peers, and when I say peers, I mean people around my level, around my view count. just to keep it simple. Why is my channel so much more thoroughly scrutinized? Especially so when I've been #1 trending multiple days in a row, which
he even censors himself. Now that I think about it, he censors himself so that way he's able to reach a broader audience. So that's really fucked up because he goes that extra length. What's wrong with y'all?
I've done multiple times. And every single time I start to get an uptick in traction and uptick in activity, here comes YouTube coming through. Hey, let's get him for that video from 2019. Yeah, you see this, Cory? No, this is bad. It wasn't bad the 9 months that I was off the platform. It was only bad when I got back and I was #1 trending. This situation was only bad because I've been #1 trending since I got back. Every other YouTuber has uploaded the Mortuary Assistant.
Yep.
And now they're about to start putting in some age restrictions.
I didn't get any age restrictions on mine. Well, granted, I'm a smaller creator, but at the same time, that makes me think in my head, oh, that's not a bot. Most of the time, I would assume. But that might be an actual person watching his shit.
Because I called them out on some unfair behavior. Now, I realize that when you call someone a racist, that's a very, very serious accusation. And for that matter,
that's true.
How do you expressly prove that someone is a racist? I mean, unless they're spamming the N-word in the chat. How do you really know? And admittedly,
yeah, don't be spamming that. Don't be spamming that shit.
Cannot 100% prove that race had everything to do with this. But I can tell you the people on that policy team, those shadow people that are anonymous and get to enact their will however they see fit. How can we be sure that they take a black person's video?
Oh, hold on. I see you with the little quick text in there. Hold on, man.
They see fit. How can we be sure that they take a?
How can we be sure they don't do this? I mean, okay.
Black person's video and a white person's video, and it can be the same exact video, and they restrict the black person's video, but not the white person's video. I feel I've been mistreated for a long time. I mean, even when we hit 10 million subscribers and I was supposed to get my diamond play button and there was no correspondence, these situations always
see, he just mentioned what I talked about.
coincide with an uptick of growth. And it always just comes off like we can't let this black guy get too high up. I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Let my man get his fucking momentum, YouTube. Damn.
I'm telling you, that's how it comes off. I don't see any other YouTuber that gets #1 trending many times, and then all of a sudden they're getting age restricted and they're getting copyright strikes and all of that.
Community guideline strikes. Yeah, you've seen it.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Point them out. I want to see them. I'll retract this entire video. I'll make a public apology to YouTube. I have no problem. My dad taught me if you make a mistake, be a man and address it and apologize. I will do that, no problem. But to me,
this is a good guy because he could have just said, fuck him. Like if he's wrong, you just be like, fuck him, bro. I'm washing my hands of the situation. But hey, I respect that. I respect that.
You know what it comes off? It comes off whenever CoryxKenshin starts doing some crazy numbers or getting on trending too much. We got to find something. We got to get him for something. He's got to have done something. I mean, I bleep out cuss words in video games.
Yeah, I just said that too.
Like, I literally, this is the YouTuber that you want to have smoke with and have problems with. I believe there is some racism involved within the policy team, and YouTube in general really doesn't care about black people like that. They got their favorite creators. Log out of YouTube.
Yeah, you see that. You see that YouTube has a lot of favorites on the platform. You can tell, especially with that trending shit. You can tell. Like I said, I'm not gonna say any creator's name, but you know.
YouTube, log out and go to YouTube, you'll see the people on the front page every single day. You'll see the favorites.
Spin.
Count how many are black. Count how many are of people of color. So then what does YouTube try and do? They try and peddle YouTube black. They try and give us a spotlight. And do you know how condescending and patronizing that is? Oh, yeah, let's give a spotlight to these black creators because we're all about diversity. All this communicates is black people aren't good enough on their own skill, on their own merits, on their own talent. So we got to give them a spotlight. We got to come down.
Instead of just putting us on the homepage and boosting our videos organically, this is what we get and supposed to be thankful or happy about it. Nah. Yeah, he was right on that whole thing, dude. I did see that. I had kind of the same thought when that happened originally. I do find it funny that they do it like that. I believe that if anything, if you're supposed to do like Black History Month or promote that type of stuff, then you need to be able to go ahead and start realizing, oh, okay, instead of just this month, let's go ahead and promote black people and other people of color. You know what I mean? Like, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to make it more and more accepting rather than just, oh, we're going to do it for 1 month, just like how they do it with Pride Month and stuff like that. Like, just suddenly, oh, it's this 1 month. Let's go ahead. Let's bring black creators. Let's bring people in the LGBT up, stuff like that. And then it goes fucking silent. You don't hear about it until next year. So that way companies can go ahead and profit off of this. It's bullshit. It's bullshit to the creators. Like, I don't get it. I don't get what YouTube's trying to do. Like, what are y'all really feeling?
Down and raise them up so they can get some spotlight action. Well, how about you save all that YouTube black, all that fake patronage, all that fake pandering
Talk that shit.
You guys do. And when you have a black creator coming to you repeatedly saying, why am I being treated differently than other creators? And then you come back and, oh, we got to age restricted. And then, oh, no, he's on to us. Okay, we got to age restrict them both. Fake.
Yes.
It's fake. That's what it is. I am deeply sorry that this came off as a rant. In the beginning, I wanted to keep my emotions out of it. I wanted to stay logical, stay on the things that I could prove. I gave you the facts, but it also... You can tell how mad he is, man. You could see the emotion, like, with his hand. Like, it's crazy, man. It's absolutely insane how YouTube's been doing this shit to him for years. It's almost like having a bully at your job and you can't do anything because the bully is your boss. And you make good money, so it's like, I don't want to fuck over everything that I've done. But at the same time, I'm tired of the bullshit. Turned into me venting the emotions that I've had built up around YouTube. Ironic that I have to upload this on YouTube, but where else am I going to upload it? I worked hard. I built this community from the ground. It's taken me over a decade.
He works hard, bro. That if y'all are fucking editors, then if y'all have ever edited a video and then you look at what you've done and then you look at the videos he's done, you could tell there's so much effort that gets put into the videos, man. Shout out to Cory, man.
And I would have just hoped that the playing field was fair and that, hey, if I did something bad, then everybody else who also did that thing should get punished too. Is that unreasonable?
No.
I have no problem being punished. I have no problem if I break a rule that I get punished for it and I learn. But when you start when it's targeted, when you're doing things only because I'm getting bigger, or I don't know how it always seems to coincide with that situation. But that's just what it is. Now, if my YouTube channel gets shadow banned or they they start not...
Do not do that goofy shit, YouTube, because you have a history of shadow banning anybody that speaks their mind on some of this stuff. Granted, it's not as big as Twitch or anything like that, because Twitch, they'll get you. They'll fucking clap you, bro. But you got to let these creators speak out against your platform sometimes. It helps you grow, and it helps the relationship between the company and the creator grow.
Sending my videos out to my subscribers or or, you know,
Don't do any of that goofy shit.
a couple months from now, y'all just stop seeing my videos. We know why. We know why.
And they've done it in the past.
Those shadows behind the scenes, they control it all. They control all of it. If they don't want my channel, they could terminate it right now. They could hide my videos. They could.
Yep, it is a private business. They can fucking do that. Oh, they can fucking do that.
Shadow ban me, not send my videos out to anybody. That's why I thought long and hard before I recorded this. But as one of the biggest black creators on the platform, I want you to hear it from my mouth that there is some shady business going on behind the scenes at YouTube.
Yep. No, I completely agree. That kind of feels like a smack in the face, though, man. That #1 trending, that definitely, yeah, that's fucked up. This video was immediately flagged for ad suitability? Really? I wonder why. Surely it isn't because it's YouTube being shown in a poor light. Surely not. Yeah, that's fucking disgusting, bro. I don't fuck with that at all, man. That shit is terrible. How, like, who in the YouTube team is working with this, with Cory on this? Like, I know it's probably not his community guy, of course, but to immediately flag for ad suitability and then go ahead and fuck with his and start fucking with him and putting him on #1 trending, that's so fucking weird. Y'all need to get your shit figured out, YouTube. Come on, man. Out of that shit. That shit's dumb.